Hi, I'm George Cox for ActonTV. Coming up on today's show, fun for everyone, and find out what's going on with Pam Fletcher at Nashoba Valley Ski Area in Westford. Spotlight on Gino Fratelloni with Gino Sings, and the retirement of Frank Widmayer, and so much more on this edition of Talk of the Town. Nashoba Valley Ski Area in Westford hosts the annual Jimmy Fund fundraiser to benefit Dana-Farber, and they also have ski school lessons. Here's our very own Olympian, Pam Fletcher, to tell you more.
I'm Pam Fletcher. We're in Nashoba Valley Ski Area. I'm with Chris Kitchen, the general manager here at Nashoba Valley. And Chris, we have some exciting stuff coming up, especially the Jimmy Fun Snow Challenge.
Yeah, it's our 22nd year doing it. It's a pretty wonderful race.
Now, what happens exactly? You put teams together. Can you race individually?
You can race individually. You can put your own teams together, and we can even try to help you find a team if you're an individual and you want to race on a team.
So I'm excited. So what's the cost to do this, and how does it actually benefit the Jimmy Fund in Dana-Farber?
So every team of 4 is $240. You can register as an individual for just $60. That includes your lift ticket for the day, that includes the racing, and that includes a barbecue lunch out front. A unique thing about this event is every penny we raise, we put right toward the Jimmy Fund, and 88% of every dollar you donate to the Jimmy Fund goes directly to their research and cancer saving.
And I understand that if you're a really savvy fundraiser and you raise $150 over the registration fee, for every $150 you get to deduct time on your race time?
That's right, Pam. You could be, you don't have to be the fastest racer out here, but you could end up winning by several seconds if you're a good fundraiser.
Well, now when does this all take place, Chris?
Saturday, February 11th. Registration starts right in the main lodge at 9 a.m. You can register in advance at our website. 9 a.m. to 11 is registration. Our barbecue lunch starts at 11:30. Racing starts at 12, and then we head up for the après party up in the Outlook restaurant at 3 o'clock for a raffle, awards, and just a really good time.
And I understand if you just want to come out and donate, you don't have to participate in the racing itself, but you can also participate in the raffle and the auction. And I understand there's some pretty fabulous prizes to help raise money for Dana-Farber and the Jimmy Fund.
Absolutely. We already have some skis donated, some hotel stays, a GoPro, New England Patriots tickets in the Putnam Club, and things just keep rolling in.
Well, there you have it. February 11th, right here at Nashoba Valley Ski Area. Come join us for the 22nd annual Jimmy Fun Snow Challenge. I'm with Beth Mullen, one of the supervisors for the Young Learners and the Kids Club right here at Nashoba Valley Ski Area in Westford, Massachusetts. And Beth, we have February break coming up, and isn't that a wonderful time to learn?
It is. It's a great program that we're offering. It's 3 days, any days of the week that you want from Sunday to Saturday. It's a $200 package. And they can also give you rentals for $90, and it's a great way for the kids to come out and learn to ski, see all their friends, and have a great time.
So we could pick for the kids or adults as well. You could pick any 3 days. They don't have to be consecutive. From the 20th of February through the 26th?
That's right, yes.
And what's one of the wonderful things about the snow during February?
The snow is great. It's the middle of the season. You've got a great base of several inches or feet, and it's well groomed. So the terrain park is awesome, everything.
And hopefully it's a sunny day and warm day like today. And I think that's probably the beauty of learning is you want to be comfortable. You want it to be a warm environment. You want it to be a friendly environment. And it's kind of interesting. I think Nashoba Valley Ski Area, because we're local, we sometimes have a better chance with warmer weather.
That's right. And I always find it's always warmer here than it is at my house. I don't know why.
I think it's the people. I think the environment helps a lot too. Now describe what it is like for someone who's never learned to ski or snowboard.
If you have never learned, we have a great beginner program here. This, off to our right, we have a beginner program happening right here. The kids have never been on skis, and our instructors are well trained on how to get the kids going from walking in their boots to skiing down the hill.
And it is different. I mean, you're not used to having these things on your feet, so it does make a difference in terms of learning how to be comfortable.
Exactly. We want the kids and the adults to enjoy themselves and want to look forward to coming back.
Now, as a supervisor and an instructor yourself, what does it mean to you when you see a smile on one's face when they first learn for the first time?
It means everything. That's why we do it. It's just so much fun to see another person loving a sport that you love.
And mom and dad come out too and they get to watch?
Exactly. Yep. They can watch, they can go inside and have a nice drink, they can, do whatever they want while we're teaching their kids to have a great time.
Well, there you go, folks. Whether you're an adult or a young learner, Nashoba Valley Ski Area is a great place to get out there for the first time.
If you've ever wondered about visiting a chiropractor, we had a chance to catch up with Dr. Lynn Carlson of ChrioPro Performance Center about some of the services that they provide.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lynn Carlson from ChrioPro Performance Center in Acton, Massachusetts. ChrioPro specializes in brain-based rehabilitative services. We specialize in post-concussion recovery and a comprehensive evaluation that really targets area of the nervous system that isn't functioning properly after a concussion injury. We use what are called brain-based therapies to try to really maximize neuroplasticity in the nervous system. Similar to a muscle that needs strengthening after it's been injured, we want to find areas of the brain that aren't functioning well and develop a unique and individualized, comprehensive, brain-based rehabilitation plan for each of our patients to really maximize the ability of their brain to recover. Sometimes after a concussion or a brain-based injury, patients have brain fog, confusion, headaches, dizziness. These are all symptoms that oftentimes aren't showing any things on an MRI or a CAT scan, but yet there's still a functional problem where the patient just doesn't feel good and aren't able to really perform life the way they want to. That's where we come in. Oftentimes our patients have already seen some of the best medical providers and they've been cleared on MRI and CAT scan imaging, but we really still want to help them get the quality of life they deserve. At ChrioPro Performance Center, we have many diagnostic tools that allow us to look at eye function, balance function, and cognitive abilities and design a program that's going to really strengthen those neural connections and get people back to the quality of life they want.
You just saw Dr. Lynn Carlson at ChrioPro Performance Center talk about some of the things that you do here and some of the services that you have. But what I want to know is what inspired you to become a chiropractor?
Well, George, I've been in practice 20 years. I've been here in the Acton location just over 4 years, and what I've learned from experience working with patients as well as my personal healthcare experience is there's so much that the human nervous system and body can do recuperatively. I was an athlete growing up, so it really made sense to me to use more natural-based chiropractic services, nutritional services, and what I found as a doctor in my experience is I treat the patient. What I really pride myself in is looking at everything. So someone might have a specific injury. I know you have a shoulder injury we're going to have to take a look at, but it's the whole person. So we talk about things that have to do with the nervous system. We talk about the digestive system and your nutrition and diet, and we look at the musculoskeletal system and how the joints are moving and the body and whether you're exercising. So it becomes a whole body comprehensive approach, even though we might be targeting one specific area for rehabilitation. And I really want to come at it from all different angles. We really look at the functional neurology, which is how we can do brain-based exercises to improve eye tracking and balance. but we also look at the musculoskeletal or the structural side of how things are working in your body and if you need adjustments, for example. But we also bring in what we call clinical nutrition. That's the side that really looks at any inflammation in the system, anything that's in your diet that's not necessarily the best for you, and we really try to, again, treat the whole patient to get the best health.
So it's an overall thing, and I know we were talking earlier about B12, and I know I saw some of the supplements that you provide here. What does that help for your digestive system?
Well, B12 is one of the B vitamins. It's important in many aspects of health. So what we'd like to do is a comprehensive blood lab. So the best way to kind of look at someone's nutritional health is, let's see what's going on in the blood labs. Is there anything that's maybe leaning them towards anemia, diabetes, for example? So we look at some of the basic things on blood lab, and then we can also do what we have people do homework. We give them a 3-day diet log where they really want to write down what they eat for 3 days, and I start to see some patterns of what they're eating, when they're eating, and then we start tracking that to see how what they're eating is affecting their body, and if they need something to help with their digestion, if they need something to help supplement some areas that are insufficient, we do use nutritional supplementation quite often with our patients.
And what would you like to say to people who have never been to a chiropractor before, because some people might be intimidated? What is some of the first things they should do when they see a chiropractor?
That's a great question. Like any provider, we want to know the history. We want to know what injuries you've had, whether it's surgical or medication you're on. It still is important to me as a natural healthcare doctor. And then we want to really delve into what your goals are. So chiropractic deals a lot, people think of back pain or headaches with chiropractic, and that's something we work well with, but that also interacts with your nervous system. It can affect other things. People with back pain might also feel a little depressed, or their stomach might be off with digestion. So again, it comes back to that whole body approach, and that's the crux of what chiropractic has always been. It's been a profession around since the late 1800s. So it's that natural approach to empower the patient to make good choices, not only with their health care, but with their diet, nutrition, exercise, and we get to guide them. And then whenever it's needed, we can get in there and do structural corrections, or what we call chiropractic adjustments, teach some stretches, and all that complements all the other brain-based therapies and nutritional therapies that we're doing.
So you help people get into balance, which is really important. I mean, you need to be, if your back bothers you, it's all connected to everything else. So if people want more information and they want to come down, maybe make an appointment. If you've never tried, what you do here, how can they get in touch with you?
Many patients will go to our website, and that's ChrioProPerformance.com, and they can contact us through the website and we get the email, or we can certainly have you call the office and our patient care coordinator give you all the information you need and look at appointment time availability, answer questions, and get you going.
So get going here at ChrioPro Performance Center and get in balance. George for Talk of the Town. Do you know you can produce your very own TV show at ActonTV? Patrick Snow sat down with one of our producers, Gino Fratelloni, about his album, Gino Sings the Classics, to benefit the Rotary Club.
Hi, this is Patrick Snow for Talk of the Town. I'm sitting here today with Gino Fratelloni, who is an ActonTV member and Rotarian extraordinaire. I don't know how else to put it. You go to how many Rotary clubs?
6 clubs a week.
6 clubs a week. And when he's not busy doing that, he is a singer. Gino has been coming into the studio for the past several months. This is actually the 2nd album that we have put together. You come in and we sing what? All the classics from Frank Sinatra, Perry Como.
Right.
We do some old show tunes. There's English singing. There's Italian singing. We do a little bit of everything. And I want to talk to you a little more about some of the songs that we do and some of the music. I always show this CD to everyone who comes in here and the other members, just when they talk about, well, what do people do at ActonTV? And well, you can do lots of things here. And in your case, they hear this album and it's, wow. I mean, for one thing, you have one heck of a powerful voice. I mean, when you sing, it is mighty. It's operatic. I mean, some of the numbers you sing, it is all of you that you're putting into it, and it's beautiful.
Thank you.
And people hear that, and I think that that's the great thing about this album, is that you get all of Gino, and you get a bunch of classic songs, a really great mix as well. It's wonderful, and that's so. How much are we? So what can people do to get one of these albums?
I'd be very glad to give them, but I make them as I go along, and like say a donation. I never asked for any money. But I spoke to several people, and one particular lady, when she said to me, "What do you do for Rotary, Gino?" Because I wanted to be involved in Rotary. I said, "Well, I'm giving myself because I want to help somebody in another state, in Arizona, and I didn't know how to help them because they need a help to make sure they be able to eat." He says, "What are you doing?" I says, "I made a DVD. I made an album." And she listened to it. I gave it to her, and she said to me, when she was talking to me, tear came out of her eyes. I was a little embarrassed because I can't be that great that she was crying, but she was kind enough to donate me $500 for an album. And then I went to other places and to different clubs that were kind enough to donate money. That's how I was able to receive $2,500, close to it.
Yeah, and every little bit counts too. If someone
Everybody,
has an
like, I
extra
never ask how much they have to
15,
give.
$20 send in for
Whatever
this
they
album?
can afford. You know, if I receive $1 and there's about 3,000 people that are willing to give $1, that's 3,000.
Right.
I can feed those people for 6 months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The more I have, the more I can feed
Yeah.
them. But I promised that the Rotary, when I went to Arizona, they were not able to help me because they had too much on their plate. I says, I will initiate this good that I'm doing for this particular area in Wickenburg, Arizona. I'm going to teach how to do it just one time. I can't afford to do this on my own all the time. You know, all the clubs also use their funding to help other people, international too. So I can only limit myself to teach them how to do it. I'd be glad to donate my time. And I hope they understand that, because I wish if I win the lottery, then I can do
Yeah.
this every year.
Right, right.
You know?
Well, in the meantime, we're thrilled to have you serenading us in the studio when you come in.
Thank you. Thank
now,
you.
what? Obviously, we've got this first album and this second album. I have two questions. What is your favorite song? What is your favorite thing to sing that we've sung so far?
Well, I think I have two producers here. I have one here, which is Patrick, and also George. George said to me, Gino says, I know all the songs are very nice, but you, especially one particular song, he says to me, Gino, that one is going to be a big one.
Yeah,
Only
George
because
is good. So George is actually, you know,
he's
a musician. He knows what he's talking
right.
about.
So I think he saw me because when I was singing the song on television, some tears came out of my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, that really got to you.
And what's the name of the song?
It's Mama, and it's sung. It has lyrics in Italian and lyrics in English.
Right.
That's right. And we put that up. You sang that in front of our green screen here, and we put up image of you and your whole family from when you were just a baby.
A baby.
Right? Yeah,
Yes. My father hold me. Yes.
Yeah.
So I hope. I just hope that everybody understand what it is to help others.
Mamma, solo per te, mia canzone vola. Mamma, sarai con me, tu sarai più sola. Quanto ti voglio bene, queste parole d'amore che ti sospira il mio cuore, forse non s'usano Mamma, la canzone mia più bella sei tu, se tu la vita è per la vita non ti lascio mai più. Mama, I miss you the day when you were near to guide me. Mama, those happy days when you were here beside me. Safe in the glow of your love, sent from the heaven above. Nothing can ever replace the warmth of your tender embrace. Oh mamma, ma la canzone ma più bella sei tu. Sei tu la vita. Per la vita non ci lascio mai più. Mamma, mamma, mai più.
The Acton Council on Aging Senior Center hosted its annual monthly breakfast with special guest Frank Widmayer, retiring police chief. We had some well wishes and some words from Frank himself.
The Senior Center in Acton hosted their monthly breakfast with a very special guest, retiring police chief Frank Widmayer. ActonTV was on hand to talk to some of the folks with well wishes and a special message from the chief himself.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming to breakfast. I wanted to thank our staff that cooks for us each week. We have Jim McCrae, our Veteran Service Officer. I'm saving you. Alora from Cemetery. Mary Jane, Shannon, and Marianne from Human Resources. We have a guest server today, Donnie Palmer, who used to work for Acton. And last but not least, come on out here, Frank. If I'm getting embarrassed, so are you.
Say a few words.
The most fabulous juice pourer in the world. Our soon to retire magnificent police chief, Frank Widmayer. Now, I've had the pleasure of meeting Frank 6 years ago and was just amazed at how much he's done for this community. He's always been so willing to jump in, roll his sleeves up, and do whatever he could to help the seniors, the staff, everybody else in town. It's been an honor and a pleasure. We wish you all the best.
You know, it's been a great run. I really appreciate meeting all of you, and I wish you all the best for the future, and hopefully I'll be able to make a few of these on my own, just like you do. Thank you again, and hope to see you soon.
Well, Frank, you've been a fantastic resource here in town. Since I've been aboard here in Acton for 5 years, you've been great helping with the veterans and other local nonprofits. So it's going to be some big shoes to fill when you leave, but we wish you the best.
Frank has been serving us at the Senior Center for a long time, and he's been just wonderful, and we're going to miss him a lot. And Frank, good luck to you in your retirement.
I won't miss Frank because now he'll be coming back and being served by whoever's in the kitchen. So we'll get to sit with him and around the tables from now on. Good luck in your retirement, Frank.
Frank, I want to say I appreciate your many years of service to the town as our police chief, and thank you much for having one of the best police forces, I guess, in the area. Good luck on your retirement.
Hi, I've been living in Acton for 35 years. I was a former teacher in the town of Acton. I love this town, and I think we have to give a lot of credit to the chief. He's done a good job. We've had our differences, but everything's worked out fine. And I wish him only the best and good health, much happiness, and thank you, Chief.
Thank you, Frank, for your wonderful humor, your contributions to our great breakfast, and for all the good advice you gave us on crime prevention. All best luck to you.
I always see him here at the breakfast, and I'm very glad that he's here to help us out. And, you know, he's the best orange juice pourer I know. Thank you.
Hey, Frank, you get 1 day on the sofa. Day 2, start walking. Good luck and stay away from the stress.
I'd like to thank the citizens of Acton for my 40-year career. I had a great time and hopefully kept the town safe, and I hope in the future that things continue in the same way and everybody is safe and secure. Thank you.
Do you have a story idea? Maybe you want to be a special correspondent for the show? Please drop the staff a line at ActonTV.org. Coming to you from the freshly painted Town Hall, I'm George Cox for Talk of the Town. We'll see you again next time.
You want the yen in a whole shot?
I would like it. You usually give me what I want.
All right, I'm still.
I hate this flipper.
That was perfect, but I am still rolling. So.
Okay, more time. My flippers.
Saturday night we have the Sundance City Party in the Plaza.
Let's do it.
Sundance
Party
City,
in the Plaza.
No, Sundance City Plaza.
You can't
That's
be
what
moving
it is.
on me.
Yeah.
You gotta stay.
Sundance City.
Get yourself secured.
Sundance
so
City
you don't move.
Plaza Party. There we go.
I can say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.